Yeah, here we go.
I wonder who picked the map. I don't know how the map picks go, but
yeah, Silky's yeah, he's the higher seed. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we technically just said his name already, but here he is in the bottom left-hand corner. It is the Zerg player from United States of America playing for Sidestorm Gaming. It is Silky.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the American Zerg player representing Exxon Gaming. It is ETpwnHome.
With the name like ETpwnHome, I would expect more like BM from him or something. He never talks trash about. He never talks about pwning anyone. I expect him to say pwn in chat a lot, but he doesn't ever say pwn.
I'm surprised that, especially because of how old StarCraft is, there aren't more players out there with like pwn in their name. Like that sounds very
sounds very 13-year-old-ish. Yes.
Yeah. Well, like sounds very 2010. It sounds very.
That's what makes it so epic. I wonder if he made this account like last year. He just started playing StarCraft 2 years ago. ETpwnHome was his first name ever.
It's weird, right? Like no one says pwn anymore, right? You could argue that people said it to begin with, but
yeah, that'd be a good argument to have. Actually, that'd be a terrible argument. I would never want to have that argument. But yeah, people don't say that anymore. At least not that I know of.
Yeah.
I like the spawning pool positioning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's safe more than anything.
Yeah, interesting. But no one being too crazy, actually. No gas here for ETpwnHome.
Yeah, I think we've seen him do this before, where he skips his gas and he gets a bunch of lings out instead, and we'll see if this means anything. It looks like he's trying to hide some, and he's sending 4 out to make it look like, you know, a normal opener.
But that's so scary, because speed is going to be done. Oh, once the Overlord left, the Overlord saw those.
Yeah, it saw it. So, yeah, ET trying to be a little bit cheeky, but the Overlord of Silky did spot it in time, and in the response, he's throwing down the spine.
Okay, not a bad response, but also once the link speed comes into play, you're good to go.
Yeah, that's the problem with this, right? Like ET, his link speed is gonna be really delayed. To make up for it, he's getting double gases.
He's got like 30 seconds to do some damage though, which he cannot do.
Yeah.
They're even in, not even in army, but they got a decent amount of lings on each side. The queens make up for the lack of lings here, and the spine's gonna finish up. Silky even sending a little scout out here, and he's engaging without even retreating back to the spine, so Silky's looking pretty confident in the defense.
Yeah, I would say that this is okay for ET. Like, what he just did was he forced Silky to make a spine. Yeah. Like, he didn't even need the spine for defense.
He delayed the third as well. I think that's all he's doing. He's trying to delay the third so he himself can go 2-base muta or something. I was going Roach Warren, maybe 2-base muta.
He could be depending on how many gases he takes. Because again, like
roaches.
Yeah, like he's getting his lair as well. It could be for a Nidus Roach, or Roach speed.
I think he's gonna get Roach speed and go across the map. And then he'll even, if he doesn't even win that fight, he will be able to get his +2 upgrade quicker.
Yeah.
+1 starting Evo chamber, not even done for Silky yet. Just now finishing up the Evo chambers, so that +1 upgrade will be way ahead for ETpwnHome. And what's he gonna go for here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see as soon as the lair finishes up. And again, like Silky, he knows everything that's happening. As in, like he spotted that there's no third base. He spotted that there's a full wall off as well. So Silky, I can't
upgrade on the Evo chamber as well.
Yeah, and there it is. Nidus is on the way.
Oh god! All right, here we go.
Yeah, and this is really nice because what this means is that also all 4 of these queens will also be incorporated in this push.
Yeah, that'll be good for the defense, transfuses, all that good stuff. And this is good. He has 10 roaches already coming up, going into the Nidus Worm with the 4 queens. And that Nidus Worm is going to pop up either in front of the natural or in front of the 3rd.
Yeah, there are 2 overlords in position. Oh, he could just try and go into the main, actually. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah. Main's too obvious, I think. He's going to go out here in the open. 3 roaches will find it. That's not enough to stop it, though, but he will be able to start getting his defenses in position as he moves the spine crawler up. And the thing is, he has 3 roaches in the natural. Oh my god, he got it. Dude, 2 full queens. Oh my god, that's so many transfuses. That's like having an extra 4 roaches with your army, plus the damage that the queens actually do attacking, able to shoot from further distance beyond the roaches. That's really actually super huge to this fight, but more and more roaches coming up. I don't know who has more roaches. Currently 15 roaches to 18 roaches, 18 for Silky, but the Nidus Worm goes down again, and that is huge. Silky taking out the Nidus Worm is just closing this completely down for ET. Yeah. He does get a Nidus out here though, but he doesn't have any army in it. He has no roaches in it.
There's barely anything here. He will be able to take out a spine, and he's pooling some attention here. Meanwhile, he's trying to push in, but Silky already pre-split his army.
He's getting roach speed though, and Silky has not yet started roach speeding.
Yeah, I mean that is something. So he can definitely push across the map without Niduses, but despite that,
the thing is, there's no 3rd base.
Yeah, exactly.
And Silky's still up in workers. Well, now ETpwnHome is droning up behind this. Silky also droning up, so Silky will go back up in worker count. But yeah, Silky just with a good defense here.
Yeah, trying to surround these roaches as well, trying to catch them. ET is doing as best he can to trade as efficiently as he can, like buying as much time, picking off a couple more roaches. But yeah, like we can see in the supplies, we can see in the army, the worker count and the army count, like Silky, he defended that beautifully. And it was just huge that he got those 2 queens for free.
Yeah, those 2 queens. I mean, and the Nidus itself. That was a game changer right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it was a little risky to go in that spot there. Like the first Nidus has to go down, or you pretty much lose. So I was thinking maybe it'd go down at the 3rd or a little bit further back. But also, it was good on Silky. He had 3 roaches just there, so that they could go out and scout for that Nidus, and they found it instantly. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if he did that, how he has the math on that, but he killed it right as it opened up to only 2 queens got out. Couldn't even get the transfuse off, which if you guys know anything about Niduses and transfuse, it takes about 2 seconds to do that. Like you open the Nidus, let him out, and transfuse it, and he killed it so quick. And we're getting the burrowed roaches now.
Yeah.
The Hail Mary play.
I love this. Like, again, ET, he needs to do something, and going for burrowed roaches can definitely work for him. We have Silky going for a scout. He sees that something's researching. The big tell is that he sees both buildings researching.
Oh, dang, that sucks. Yeah, then he has to be getting, obviously, burrow and overlord speed. I don't know what he does now here. Overseers in production here soon?
Yeah, we have an overseer in production for detection. No spores though, so again, these bird roaches, they could sneak by.
Getting a lot of spines. Oh, what is ET doing here? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think he needs the spines defensively to deal with this army for Silky, because Silky does have the higher supply.
Yeah, but I think he's just gonna lose here. And if not, Silky already has his 4th base up with the rich gas, and he's gonna be able to just keep throwing army at this that ET will not be able to counteract with his economy. And now he's gonna go in. Corrosive Bottles don't really matter. He's just got to trade out army. He's mining so much more. And even with that, the army count was just super high for Silky. Spores are in the wrong positioning over there at the 3rd. They can't help the fight here, and we will see the GG here soon from ETpwnHome.
Yeah, all the roaches get taken out. The roach warren is exposed as well, like all the tech as well. So Silky's just pushing through at the same time. Yeah, at the same time there is a roach bird counterattack, so he does get a couple of workers, but there's nothing really here to defend his third.
GG. Well played by Silky there. Silky's just a well-rounded player. Like I didn't see any mistakes being made there.
Yeah, like I love what ET was trying to do, like he, going for this 2-base like Nidus, and if it went off, then maybe it would have worked, but Silky, his defense was just amazing.
Yeah, I think he just knew he just had to play a regular game and defend anything that was thrown at him. As a favorite player, you have that luxury of just sitting back and letting your opponent trying to trick you. But here we are. It is game number 2. Silky. Oh, oops. I messed it up. But here we go in the bottom right-hand corner. Storms Gaming from USA. It is Silky.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the American Zerg player representing Exxon Gaming. It is ETpwnHome.
I like the little flag there from ET. Is it a Hydra or a Roach? What is that thing?
It is a Hydra? Maybe? Think so? Yeah.
Maybe a Roach head. Who knows these days? Anything with feelers and slime is cool for Zergs.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no logo, because I know you can get like the team logos in the game, but
yeah, and no cool skins also, so that's a little disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the only skin that matters is the Protoss, the Protoss Aztec skin.
Yeah, honestly. Let's be real here. Yeah, this is fun just to see the good ZvZ meta here. Silky's just giving you a how-to of how to play Zerg versus Zerg. His defense was impeccable last game. I don't see him slipping up or trying to do anything crazy here.
Yeah, definitely. And this game, like, they're both pretty much doing the same thing. Like, so far, identical openers. Yeah, same units are coming out as well. So, yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary. Yeah,
I think 2-base muted.
We could see a little bit more of a almost standard ZvZ where maybe one player goes like Lingbane Muta.
This is kind of a far map, but before you could get roach speed out, really, like the acceleration zones don't really help the roaches out too much. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So far, no one's really being aggressive.
Yeah.
Both players
I wonder what ET has planned, because like we said, he's got to be the aggressor here.
Yeah.
To win.
And so far, they're both just getting up their third bases, they're both kind of chilling. Silky is the first to throw down his Baneling Nest, which I imagine is more of a... Yeah. I imagine this is more of a safety Baneling Nest. Just in case you don't lose 20 Link Floods. Yep, both of them. They're getting their safety Baneling nests. No extra gases for anyone yet. It's pretty straight up.
Yeah. 3 workers on the gas for Silky, and yeah, they both got 3.
Oh, okay, here we go. So now we finally have a couple of divergence in the builds here. We have an Evo first for Silky. Meanwhile, ET is making a lot more lanes.
Yeah, this is a hard map because, as you can see, it only takes 2 buildings to completely wall off your natural. So, somehow 2 links still get in and get a cancel on a Bane. That's pretty good for ET there. Gonna deny those defensive Banes just a little bit longer. Buy him time for the rest of his Zerglings to come here, and he's trying to pull Silky out of position. His lings should be on the way eventually. I don't know what he's waiting on.
Yeah. There were a couple of scouting.
Maybe.
Yeah, there were some scouting links for Silky. So at the same time, ET was also dealing with that as well. As they were both. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna get aggressive here though, but no, he's just chilling. They're both sitting at the same army supply, more or less. Both going for a Roach Warren.
Yeah, they're both going for their lairs as well. The probably the biggest difference is that Silky, he is going for that +1 range a lot faster than ET. He hasn't really started any of his upgrades quite yet. I don't know if that's really much of a tell. Okay, there we go. It is starting up just a little bit later.
Yeah, so seeing the lair come up, what's gonna be after? I think this might be a good old-fashioned just Roach v Roach battle.
Yeah. So far it's looking like that. Like nothing crazy has happened. No one's taken their 4th gas. Well, actually,
It feels like they keep throwing. Oh, yeah. As we say that.
Yeah.
All the gases have been taken. Did I call it?
I mean, yeah. It just looks like Silky's being like just greedy, just droning up as much as possible.
He's getting spores, which would let me know he's going for roaches. He's scared of mutas.
Yeah, and finally we have Silky going in for that scout, and yes, sees everything, sees the lair, sees the gases, spots that there is no spire, so
I feel like overseers with speed are just so ridiculously fast and tanky. It's kind of like a cheat in ZvZ. Like you'll never lose an overseer with speed.
Yeah, except there.
I like that he lost one. That's occurred. Banes and roaches coming up.
Interesting that
you'll never see him lose when Bam lost it instantly.
Yeah, interesting that the spore came into play there. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but yeah.
Yeah, that's an intentional positioning to take it out, but I don't think it was intended for an overseer. I think it was intended for things like this, a drop or some mutas.
Yeah, we've got a drop moving out across the map.
Mission Impossible right here.
It does get spotted. I don't know if ET has noticed it though, so oh god, this could be the biggest loss.
Spotted by now.
It hasn't been spotted. Oh
it's
god,
done. The deed is done. They're all dead. Everybody's dead. Call human resources. A lot of good workers died today.
Yeah, and after that loss, like there's nothing, like no hidden tech.
Rough, man.
Yeah.
Everything's
behind this. Oh my god, even the upgrade is getting delayed.
I love that move. We don't see that enough.
Yeah, we don't.
I'd like to see someone just mass overseers and then just go like, I don't remember what it's called, but do that to every building in the opponent's main. What is that called? That effect?
Is it infest? No. Yes, maybe. Not too sure. And yeah, so far, like ET defensively, he's doing fairly well. Like the army supplies are pretty similar, and they're both going for different styles. Like Silky is going for a hive, meanwhile ET is going for lurkers. Yeah,
and Silky has +1 armor, does not have +1 attack, but ETpwnHome is just now getting +1 armor. +2 already started for Silky.
Yeah, +2 is just about to.
Small window for +1 with Silky having the advantage upgrade.
Yeah. He does, especially because of that like corruption or that delay on the upgrade earlier. So +2 is a long ways away for ET, and yeah, Silky right now he's just containing his opponent.
Yeah, and he's doing a pretty good job. But I still like the position here for Silky after killing all those workers. Oh no, don't get caught out. He's gonna go first around, maybe? No.
Oh, he's trying.
Big biles over there. And he's getting us around, but it was a little bit too late, and he kind of lost his advantage of the surround, and now it just became a concave against himself.
Yeah. Again, we're just trading roaches against roaches behind this ET, sneaking out a couple of hydras, trying to turn them into workers. But there may just be too much here for Silky.
Silky has 130 army supply. He has double the army supply and then some of ETpwnHome. So he could lose half his army and still have the same amount of army. And I don't think lurkers are going to do the trick. They can just Crocobile it down. Even if he can't see him without vision, 12 workers now going down. And he'll never be able to support an army that can kill us.
Yeah, the hydras came out, but there's not enough time to turn them into lurkers. It's too late.
Yeah, it's ETpwnHome is good, but Silky's one of the best in the region right now. So GG, good on Silky for that. Way to win it. Way to win it, man.
Yeah, GG. And sometimes in
bracket and nothing's changed at all.
yeah, sometimes in a mirror matchup like this, yeah, especially in a ZvZ, I feel like things can kind of be, you know, pretty straightforward when it comes to, hey, like we're both doing the exact same thing. Oh, this Baneling drop comes in and now I'm just ahead for the rest of the game. Like it's like, oh yeah, it's
yeah, it's rough. But I think maybe they haven't played a lot. Maybe ETpwnHome has played him, but now he knows, like, come on, dude, you just got to pull out the cheese or something, you know? You can't just play him straight up a macro into Roach Ravager.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
I did like the lurker transition, but you can't assume that Silky will give you that much time.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he would have if he didn't lose all those workers, right? Because losing those workers, it hurts your economy, it hurts your larva production, right? So your army's smaller.
Yeah. It was so bad. But still, I don't know if that would have helped enough. It could have, but I don't know. But yeah, it did definitely make sure that there's no way Silky could ever win.